So you move into Dayton, Ohio, and you're wondering what the pros and cons are for living in our area. Well, we've come up with the top 5 pros and top 5 cons of living here in the Gem City. And you want to stick around to the end because the number ones will blow your mind. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group with eXp Realty right here in Dayton, Ohio. If this is your first time on our channel and you want to know everything about Dayton, this is the place to be. We do tons and tons of videos about everything you need to know about our area. If we don't have it, then make sure to send us a message, email, whatever you want, and we'll come up with it for you. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, click that little bell, so you'll be notified every time that we come out with a new video. Honestly, we get tons of emails, phone calls, text messages about people moving and relocating here to Dayton, and we absolutely love it. If you're thinking about relocating here to our area, make sure to email, call, text, even send an old smoke signal. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back when moving here to Dayton. All right, let's jump right into it. Let's start with the first 5 cons. So number 5 on our list is if you don't like aviation, this is not the place for you. This is the birthplace of aviation. It also has the Air Force Museum over at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and there are tons of places to fly and have fun out there. So if you don't like that, this isn't the place for you. Number 4, if you don't like artsy stuff, this is definitely not a good place for you. There are a slew of different artistic things to include the paintings on different walls and different buildings throughout Dayton, as you probably saw in our intro video. There's performing arts, there's ballet, opera, and even one of my favorite is the Philharmonic. There's also a bunch of festivals that happen out there with a lot of artsy stuff. There's lots of artists here in this city. So if you don't like this, it's not the place for you. All right, number 3, and this is from a poll from what we saw online, was that there's not a whole lot of really nice areas downtown. Now, I'll caveat that with we're seeing a big revitalization of downtown. We're seeing new bars, new restaurants, and everything coming up. But currently, there are more modern places popping up. They're even taking industrial places that aren't or weren't in the best part of town and building those up into modern lofts. So downtown, depends. If you want to wait it out, this place is going to be amazing. Number 2 is your city taxes. Now, if you are in the actual Dayton city area, you can be charged a little bit more than the rest of the surrounding areas. It is a 2.25% of whatever as a flat rate for your taxes being in the city area. However, there are other townships and different places that you can go to avoid that, but still be connected to the rest of Dayton. All right, number 1 con in our city is the weather. More or less the weather in the winter. It gets as low as 21 degrees on average, up to sometimes 47 if we're lucky. So it can get cold. It is overcast on the off seasons. In the summer, you're looking anywhere between 57 to 87 degrees. If you like spring and fall time, this is a perfect place to be. Those are the best times for those festivals coming out. It isn't too hot, it isn't too cold. It is absolutely beautiful. However, if winter kind of bogs you down, this may not be the city for you. Okay, let's start talking about the top 5 pros for Dayton, Ohio. Number 5 is going to be the highway system. Now, everything seems to be a little spread out in the city, but there are ways to get there. So even if you want to live out in the suburbs, there are 3 major highways that you'll be able to take. We have 75 that goes north. We have 675 that kind of goes northeast, or depending on your direction, right? And we also have the one that goes east and west, which is Route 35. Being on any of those allows you to get somewhere pretty quick, even though that you're at a distance. Number 4 is the bike/running trails. There are 330 miles of bike trails, and there are 40 different segments passed around 4 counties cities in this area. So if you really like to get out and exercise and get on a bike and just go everywhere, this is a great place to be. I've run them personally multiple times as a distance runner myself, and having those rest areas and bathrooms on the way really helps. And you can just get to see the beauty of this area just by having a little fun and doing a little exercise. Number 3 is the festivals. Yeah, not a lot of festivals happening in the winter, but your spring and your fall festivals are amazing. There are at least 30 festivals that happen each year for you to go check out. And they'll include the Kettering Block Parties, the Summer Arts Festival, the Celtic Fest, and one of my personal favorites is the Wright-Patterson Family Carnival. Great places to go hang out. There's always stuff to do and just fantastic people all around. Number 2 is the coffee shops, the wonderful restaurants, and of course, the drinking holes, aka the bars out there. You'll find a slew of different restaurants in here, from your corporate bigwig stuff all the way down to mom and pop, from Indian food to burger place. By the way, have you been to Miamisburg and checked out the Hamburger Wagon? That place is pretty good. For coffee shops, they're all around and they're all season, and it's fantastic to go either sit outside or inside for a delicious cup of brew. Don't forget the bars. We also have the Oregon District in downtown Dayton that has been revitalized with lots of different bars. They've got the old brick driveway through there, and it's fantastic to go hang out and either have brunch or whatever that you want and enjoy your favorite drink downtown Dayton. Number 1 is going to be the Dayton breweries. There are 16 different craft breweries just in the city and the outskirts in the suburbs. 16. These things are fantastic. The atmosphere inside the breweries, some have restaurants, some have a little bit of extra food. Sometimes you'll just see some carts outside for some food trucks with this. Either way, there's usually live music. There's a great atmosphere. The people in the city love to socialize and of course love their craft brews. So come out here, check it out. One of my favorite things here. Well, that's all that we have for our pros and cons for the city. If you have any questions on anything that we talked about, make sure to leave it in the comments below. Make sure again to hit that subscribe button so that you're notified every single time that we got a new video about Dayton, Ohio. We'll see you next time.